everyone, I want to thank you for coming in to address some concerns we have regarding Ginny. My name is Megan. I'm the social worker here at Monmouth Continued Care Facility. If you all want to go around and just introduce yourselves to me. I know I've met Ginny and Karen before, but I don't know who you are.
I am Jack. I'm Ginny's youngest brother.
Mike, I'm the oldest brother.
Hi, I'm Pat. I'm Ginny's assistant.
Okay. Hi, welcome. So I want to ask Ginny, like, how are things going for you right now at this time?
They're okay.
Yeah.
Just tired a little bit. Just seem kind of out of it a lot lately. Kind of like confused.
I've really noticed some changes in her. I'm really concerned for her well-being.
Okay, and Ginny, are you concerned for yourself at this point?
Well, when certain things happen and I'm not sure what they are, I get just kind of upset and confused, but then afterwards I don't really remember unless Karen brings it up.
Yeah, I'm always there to help remind her and just inform her what happened.
And how do you feel when you're reminded of these situations?
Kind of scared because I don't remember them, and sad because Karen has to deal with it, but then kind of just move on.
Yeah. And Karen, how are you coping with this?
I'm trying my hardest. I know I just feel kind of a big change in how I've been feeling. I used to be like kind of really bubbly and outgoing, but just the stress of like worrying about her constantly and just wanting to constantly like be with her to make sure nothing bad happens, it's really been taking a toll on me, like emotionally.
Okay.
Can I just say, as her brothers, we're a little concerned about the dynamic between Ginny and Karen. Just feel like there's a lot of tension there, so it's kind of making us a little nervous.
Yeah, we're definitely worried because Ginny is usually more of the caretaker in the house. She takes care of all of the major responsibilities, and now she isn't able to do so as much. So we're just really worried about what's going on at home.
Okay, and that's of genuine concern. I'm concerned for Ginny and Karen as well. But in the end, we will figure something out together, and that's why we all come here today. So thank you for, showing your care and support for Ginny at this time. What are some of your expectations, Ginny, financially in the home as your caretaking role?
Sorry, what?
Are you aware of like your financial tasks at the moment that you've been taking care of?
Oh, I paid the bills and the budget.
It's okay. So she's definitely been more in charge of the finances. I'm really trying my hardest to just look back on like the budget that she's kept and just trying to go off of that. And it's not easy, but I'm really trying my hardest, and I think I've been doing a good job, like keeping.
And how is that for you, like catching up to speed with not knowing in the past?
It's definitely like a big source of anxiety for me. It definitely added to the stress of like worrying about her and just having that added stress. But I think I'm definitely, I'm really trying my hardest, and I think it's been working.
And is anyone helping you at this point?
No, it's really just I've been trying on my own.
Which is a lot to bear as one person.
Definitely.
Right?
I don't have any, I'm not really in touch with any of my family members. So it's really, I'm just on my own with Ginny.
Okay, and that's what we're here for. So at the end of this meeting, I can definitely give you some resources in the community for financial advising, accounting, supportive services for a member in your family who's going through traumatic life change. So talk to me after individually, and we'll definitely take care of that. You were saying something?
Yes, I was saying, I know that right now she's taking most of the burden on, but we're her brothers. We're willing to help her. She's our responsibility. So, like, I know she's here to help, but we're here to take on most of that burden because we love our sister.
I just feel like I'm the one who's living with Ginny. We've been together for 48 years, happily married. I feel like that's my responsibility because I'm with her most of the time. Like her brother, they have her best intentions in mind, but when it comes down to it, it's two of us. It's just the two of us.
Okay.
We're a little worried because we see that Karen has been very stressed and maybe a little bit moodier lately, and we just want to make sure that everything is really being taken care of in the household and that our sister is being, all of her needs being met.
Right, and that's a good baseline for us to talk about expectations.
Could someone in the facility come and check in on them maybe, like once a week?
Yeah, and that's something we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about who's financially responsible for the home you're living in now. Do you want to stay there? Are you looking to move out? That's a lot of things to take into consideration, and it's a lot to take in at this time. But we can do this in a slow process where you're guided. We're here to support. We have resources in the community that will help you through this process. So that segues me into, do you want to go into an assisted living facility? Do you want to have an in-home caregiver?
Well, my brothers, sorry.
It's okay.
My brothers are been very helpful and supportive, and I'm really happy that we're so close, and their families are my family, and it's really wonderful. But I don't want to be a burden to them, so we need to talk about moving somewhere else where some of the responsibilities can be less for us.
Okay, and this facility is somewhere that you'd be comfortable living? And by law, we have to offer you as a couple to be together in one room, or we can do separate, however you wish to proceed with that.
I would like to do kind of a little bit more research on the home just to make sure that they're accepting of like the couple that we are, because we have some friends who have been in the same situation where they're trying to move into an assisted living and they're just shunned, they're not accepted at all. And I'm really like leery of that, so I really want to look more into the situation because like we're going together. Like I've said, we've been together for 48 years. That's it.
And we're an inclusive facility, and we do accommodate for a no bias toward any race, gender identity. We accept anyone who would wish to live here. I encourage you to research the facility so that your expectations are reached. And then what are some of your expectations of us on your part in helping Ginny and Karen getting you through this? And what are your expectations as a family for Ginny's care here?
Well, I think it's important. Before Ginny started feeling this way, we traveled so much and we would do so many fun things together, and we still have a lot of fun together. But obviously, like we need to be mindful of her health and just her safety. So I would love just a community that is just as fun-loving, that we don't have to kind of stop living the way that we used to. Like we obviously need to make adjustments, but I still want to be able to have fun.
Right, so community involvement,
Definitely,
outings, okay, which we offer.
Well, my concern isn't so much of the fun aspect because Ginny isn't really, outgoing person. So I'm more worried about her mental well-being and, just making sure she's stable, her mental, more so just the fun.
I'm very concerned about her mental well-being as well.
If I could just speak up. Of course. We do enjoy a lot of activities. We love going to museums and different cultural events, and I used to be an English professor, and I'm really interested in the arts, and it would be important to me to continue being able to participate in these things. Does this facility have activities that don't require us to have to travel, that we can enjoy here?
Yeah, our facility actually has an in-home doctor's clinic, it has an in-home library, we have in-home dining, there's a pool and fitness center. You're able to maintain independent living qualities while being here. There's a post office, A lot of your needs are met. We do have busing to the library if you wish that you want to go to our community library instead of the in-home library. So there are a lot of options. We have trips to the beach when it's the summer. We have trips to the Poconos in the winter. So there are opportunities to not limit your quality of life or living that you had been once used to. So we are accommodating and very mindful of those things that
That's
you
very comforting.
wish to do. Again, something for you to look into our community as well. I have plenty of resources that I can give you of all the programs we offer here.
Is there some sort of like transitioning service for the two of them as far as coming in here and the stress of it? You know, I know Karen's under a lot of stress
Right.
with everything going on with Jenny. Do you guys have
It's very
some sort of
difficult. Yeah.
transitional? I don't know if you can like check in on them or something like that, or help them adjust.
Absolutely, that's the role of the social worker, is to make this as seamless as possible and comfortable for you in meeting your needs. Communication with the treatment plan for mental health services as well as physical health with our nurses, aides, and the doctors that do come in for rotation weekly. And just making sure that you're getting your needs met mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, as you were saying, getting out. So yeah, we're very well-rounded and wraparound services for our clients.
I mean, 'cause that really is my
Residents.
biggest concern. Just Ginny's her well-being. Like, it's not all about the social events. I know that it's about making sure that she's healthy and happy, and
Right.
I feel like that's my primary goal.
Right, and your happy and healthiness too.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely need to take my well-being into consideration. So.
So, getting a little more into the heavier stuff, Ginny or Karen, whoever can speak to this, is there a advance directive or a psychiatric advance directive, or are you aware of what those things are?
I kind of am aware of that. You.
Events directive, we talked about that. Oh, what is that?
It's in case you were ever to not be able to make a medical decision on your own, or you're incapacitated in some way, who would have the power to make those decisions for you. It's something that maybe you should look into if you haven't before. And then for also, if you want your family involved, I don't know who you would want to proceed to give the power to, but it's something to discuss among yourselves, and we can help guide you through it and get you the sources that you need to take those steps.
Yeah, I think Ginny would definitely be mine, like all in charge of everything, and I would be yours, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I trust you.
We would want to be involved in all sides.
Yes.
Yeah. Jenny, don't you think we should have some say?
Well, it's just
We're married.
we've just been together for so long, and I do not want to put that burden on you guys.
It's not a burden at
Not a
all.
burden though.
We definitely are here for you. So.
But Karen, it's just work together every day, and just
I think I know more about her situation than you guys do.
Yeah, but Karen, financially you're not doing very well with those kinds of things. Don't you think we should maybe help out a little bit?
Well, that's why I'm gonna look into a financial advisor.
Which is what I had mentioned before with Karen. She is taking on a lot of responsibility. You know, if at the end of the day it is Karen and Jenny's decision and how they want to include you, it's great that you're here and supportive and getting an idea of what's really going on, because no one knows unless they're in someone else's shoes of the situation. But that's what we're here to talk about. And what are your concerns with Karen being the advance directive, like having that?
We're okay with her taking the lead on it possibly, but we do feel we should have a role in it because, you know, you have been a little stressed out. So even if it's just to help take the stress off of her a little bit and focus more on her, you know, so just to take off some of the burden, we're there.
And does it help to know that we're here to take some of the burden off of Karen as well by helping her with the finances, getting those things set out, speaking with attorneys if we must?
It does. I mean, her behavior's been a little out of the norm lately, so we just
Erratic.
wanna.
Well, I think anyone in this situation would be.
we just want to be able to have a say and make sure that, you know, everything is the best for our sister, and, you know, just be able to keep a really close eye on the situation along with having help from the facility.
Right. And with Ginny's approval of that, with disclosure, if they were to settle in here, we can absolutely discuss case plans, treatment plans with you, and as long as Ginny is on board,
Okay.
which is something
Think
for
about it.
Ginny to decide.
I mean, because Ginny can't tell us everything that's going on, and just half time she doesn't remember things, or she forgets, you know?
We also have, this is just something to think about, we have outside sources for supportive groups for family members who are, like I said, she's a spouse, but we do have, support groups for family members, as well. It's not an easy process, we're all grieving something in some way, where it's, you know, she's your sister, you remember her in one way and things are changing, but we have to, you know, keep going along and adapt and be supportive and still remember Ginny as our sister.
Absolutely.
I just want to, before we make any of those decisions, I really just want, sometimes I feel like it's the three of them against Ginny. Like, I just don't want you to feel pressured by anyone, not even me, but just anyone, before we make any decisions with, like, the medical aspect of it.
No, I mean, they've always been there for me. It's been a little challenging growing up in our household, very strict Irish Catholic. So obviously my lifestyle choices have been a little controversial, but they've always been there for me. So I trust what they have to say, but also Karen, I don't know how I would have got through past decades without her. So I just would like them to be able to see where the other person's coming from, because it is tough sometimes. I know that I'm not as swift as I used to be, so a lot of the times I just have to rely on what they tell me versus what she tells me, and it's hard.
And let me just be clear, we do support what they have going on, you know, we do support that, but we just, you know, just want the best for her.
Our sister is our number one priority, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think everyone here does want the best for Jenny, including the facility.
Yeah, that's definitely the one thing. We have our differences, but that's the one thing that we have in common.
What's the food like here?
Now that's Jenny.
They always, I've been getting heat from everyone. I guess I gained a little bit lately, but you know.
Our dining room has a weekly schedule, or they send a monthly calendar, so Monday through Sunday, you'll have what's on the dining room options, but then there's also in-room service that you can order more simple items.
Well, it's a good
But-
thing they have a gym.
Hey.
Hey.
We need to work on that together.
What kind of services are provided? Is there going to be cleaning, laundry? You know, what needs exactly are going to be taken care of?
So the assisted living facility has laundry. We have attendants who will come and take your laundry every 2 days, go, you know, get it cleaned and bring it back to you. There's daily cleanings, maintenance. If you have a request for maintenance, you can put that in. They get back to you within 24 hours.
I mean, that's nice and everything, but I feel like Ginny, I can definitely handle that. We
Right,
can
and
probably
that's-
handle it.
But it's nice to have the extra support.
It's optional. You don't have to have daily cleanings
Oh,
if
okay.
you're living together as a couple and someone is able to, and then that's fine. It's optional. If you don't feel like cleaning that day, just give us a call.
It's good to know.
How often will a nurse or an aide be coming in to check on Ginny?
It depends on the treatment plan. It depends on Ginny's needs at this time. So that will be something we go over in medical review with the doctor about, and what would be best for Ginny's care, what's needed at this time, and with going over that with her general practitioner.
I think we're the most concerned about Ginny having an episode and let's say Karen isn't there and what's going to happen. I think that's the biggest reason that we want her to be in a facility, is to make sure that she is always taken care of.
Right. There are emergency call buttons in every room, in every bathroom. There are steps we can take. We can have bracelets activated. We can have more intrusive intervention where someone comes and checks weekly. It could be me, it could be a nurse, but that is again something we've come up with together as a team with a team plan.
This all sounds great so far. I'm happy with all that's talking
Is there a variety of different religious services? We
about. I'm Episcopalian.
we look to our religion comfortable.
Right. Right. We do have Sunday Mass. It's optional. You don't have to go. You can go. So there's that option there. And if there were needs that weren't being accommodating, we always have request forms where if you would like transportation to a church of your choice, we'll try to accommodate.
And what about visitation?
That is, visitation hours are from, I believe, 9 to 11, and then again from 1 to 3. We can change accordingly. We also have evening hours, which are 6 to 8. So.
Can we take her out on pass if we want to take her somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that have to be arranged ahead of time?
I think it should be, just so I'm
it's-
aware.
Yeah, a week in advance.
How are you feeling about this, Jenny?
Good. Just so overwhelming.
Yeah,
It's a lot to take in right now.
overwhelming.
Right. And if you have any questions or concerns before our next meeting, I encourage you to call me, email me. Let me know what your concerns are for anyone.
Thank you.
Could you, later on, could I just have your number again? So
Yeah, no problem. I have my card.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions from the group? So that everything at the right